So today we are looking at the Roman Empire and how they spread. Okay, so the LO for today is, so LO is learning objective. So hopefully what you will learn by the end of this lesson. So I can understand where the Roman Empire was and how it spreads. So this is a world map, okay, with all the different countries in that map. So I want you to find out where you live in this world map. Okay. So for instance, I am from a little small island here. This island is called Ireland. It gets very cold and it rains a lot. I work in this area here. It's called the UAE, United Arab Emirates. And it's like Dubai and Abu Dhabi here. Okay? So I want you to find out where you live. For Rome and the Roman Empire, it's usually looked at around this area. This is called the Mediterranean. Okay, so Mediterranean Sea is this blue part. If you look closely, you might be able to see Italy. Here is Italy. It comes in to the Mediterranean Sea. I'll show you a close-up of Italy. So this is Italy. A good way to remember Italy is like this. So see, I've drawn out Italy. So it looks like a boot. Ooh, a boot. So if you want to remember this, the long boots. So the long boots of Italy kicked. So kick, like a football kick. Kicked for Sicily. So this is Sicily into the Mediterranean Sea. So Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea. So it kicked. So it looks like it's kicking Sicily into the Mediterranean Sea. So Rome was only a small little city. See the circle part? A small little city. But it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it formed a huge empire. So it started in Rome, Italy. So here is a map of Europe. So this is Europe. Okay. So remember my country is here, Ireland. Okay, so this is Ireland. This is Great Britain. You might know as that. Okay, so this is Europe. Look, here is the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and this one is Italy. It's the long boot of Italy. Kicked poor Sicily. Or this one's Sicily into the Mediterranean Sea. If you look closely, you can see Rome. So we're going to look at a few maps here now. So the green parts, the dark green, is land controlled by the Celtic Empire. So this area is Celtic. So this is the Celts, you call them for short. The Celtic people. Okay. The land controlled by Romans. Okay, then this is all the other people's lands. But it's important to look at the Celtic. So this one, Celtic and Roman. This is Roman. Okay, so Rome in 800 BC has no empire. So it's still a small city. If you look closely at this map timeline, so this is very important. So it goes from 800 BC up to 305 AD. So let's just think this timeline keeps going on and on and on and on, and up to today's year, 2020. AD. So it goes the whole way up. But where it changes is here. Let's just say it's here. 0 AD. 0 AD. And then it goes the whole way up. So the whole way up to this year, 2020 AD. So we start from 800 BC. So when we're going up, it goes from 800 to 79. So it kind of goes backwards. 799 BC. So it goes backwards. Okay, so 800 BC. So it's going backwards. Skip a couple of 100 years, goes to 237 BC. Then 133 BC. 44 BC. Then it goes to 80. And it's back to normal. Okay? So that's how a timeline works. It's very, very important for history. So we can see in 800 BC, which is 2,820 years ago from this year. So 2020, so it goes all the way to 0 AD. And then you add on another 800 years. So Rome in 800 BC is still a very, very small city in Italy. But that started to change. So look, what year is now? 237 BC. So you can see how much lands Rome has taken. So all this area here. So remember, this is lands controlled by the Romans. You can also see the land controlled by the Celtic Empire. So they started to get bigger as well. Ooh. So they started to take all over this area. Okay, so they started to get very big as well. But look, see this area here? It started to get very, very close between the Roman Empire and the Celtic Empire. So what do you think is going to happen between the Celts and the Romans? Let me show you. So remember, this is 237 BC. The next one is 133 BC. So you can see how big the Roman Empire has gotten. So all this area here. So take a bit of land over here. Here. Oh, yes. So you can see what happened. So the Roman Empire started to get bigger and bigger and come in here to Africa. So this is Africa. We'll go A for Africa. So this area here is Africa. So they start taking lands from Africa. Remember, the reds is the Romans. The blue is the Celtic. So they started to take lands from the Celtic people, started to fight for it. Okay? So they started to get much, much bigger and taking land. So as they did this, they can take more foods, more money from these areas that they take over. Next year is 44 BC. So look. So in France, Spain, Portugal, Germany, they started to take so much land from the Celtic people. The Egypt, North Africa, the whole way around. The Celtic people in maybe Germany was still very strong. So this is 44 BC. It started to get bigger and bigger. Then the next year is 79 AD. See how it changed from BC to AD. So here is, let's just say here is 0 AD. 0 AD. Okay, so they start to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So bit of land here the Celtic people have. They also went into Great Britain. So they started taking land from Great Britain. So huge empire at 79 AD. But we look one more. Nearly all the Celtic empire is gone in 117 AD. So they fought the Celtic people. Here we can see the Romans built a wall between Celtic people and Romans. This is called Hadrian's Wall. You don't need to know that. So the here is Celtic. Ireland's was never invaded by the Romans. So this is my country, never invaded by the Romans. So the Romans never came over to Ireland. Okay, so in 100, so from 800 BC, so look my arrow, 800 BC, the whole way up. So this was nearly 900 years. They were a small city in 800 BC, and remember, this was only a small city here, Rome. And they made in 917 years, they had a huge empire, huge, all over the sea, Mediterranean Sea. So they covered all this Mediterranean Sea. But then, I want you to closely look at this. So do you see this piece of land here? So the next number is 305 AD. Look, see what happens? That piece of land is gone. It's given to the other people. Look back. See it's marked out. Then suddenly it's gone. This was over 200 years, maybe? A bit less than 200 years. The Roman Empire got so big, from this land all controlled by the Romans, got so big that they couldn't control it. Okay, other people started to come and take it. Okay, so they started to lose lands after this because they're too big. Okay, but I hope you understand the Roman Empire a bit better now. So here is the map of Europe. I want you guys to now look in your maps and do a bit of research of what lands was taken by the Roman Empire. So this map shows the country boundaries as they were in 177 AD. Have a look in your atlas, which countries as we know them today. So what are they called today? Had been conquered by the Romans. So what are some of these countries called today? So we know, for instance, this is England, Wales, Spain, Portugal, Egypt, okay, Italy, Greece. Okay, so you can name a few there. But I want you to try to get all of them. Okay, bit of practice. Okay, guys, I hope you had fun learning about the Roman Empire. I'll see you again. Bye.